There are a lot of characters that I really felt connected to. I loved a character from a show that nobody seems to know, except maybe the cosplayer today in the autograph line that I went crazy over. And that is a show called Princess Nine. If you guys have not seen that show, it's an older show, but it's a really great show. It's about a girls' baseball team, and I play the lead guy, Hiroki Takasugi, and I loved Hiroki. He really reminded me a lot of things about myself. But then there's another one, and I hesitate to say it, but Kurtz Weber, just a little bit, Full Metal Panic. Not the pervy part, the funny part. But you know what, I think most actors will tell you that a good actor is going to try to find something about every character that they play. They're gonna, no matter how big or small, they're gonna try to find something that they identify with about that character and try to channel, you know, some of their own personal experiences along with that. Like for instance, I mean, not to be all heavy or anything, but even with Edward Elric, one of the big things about Ed was that he had a dad that was kind of a jerk, right? His dad took off when they were young, and he really never had much contact with him, and there was a lot of bitterness and a lot of, you know, anger because his dad left. And my dad was kind of the same way. So I remembered that, and when it got to that part of the story, I was really able to identify with that. So I think most actors will tell you that they'll try to find something about every character they play, you know, that reminds them in some way of themselves. I'm going to hit for a gentleman right here. Yes.
I was wondering, in all of your career, what is the most bizarre line you've ever had to say?
There have been so many. You know what? One thing anime has no shortage of, it's bizarre lines. I remember a show that I did once called Legend of the Mystical Ninja. And this line was so bizarre that I actually had it embroidered on a ball cap. And I used to wear the ball cap when I would go and record Legend of the Mystical Ninja. Goemon, the character that I played, had an uncle who was one of those crazy, wild uncles that would invent things all the time. And he would invent things using household objects. So one episode that I did, the uncle had made a weapon, and Goemon had it in his hand. He was getting ready to fight the bad guy, and the line he said was, "Feel the wrath of my hand mixer." And I thought, now there's a good line. That would make a great ball cap. That's awesome. Yes, Eduardo Eurica.
I was wondering, can I do 2 quick requests, please?
Sure, what's that? Pick one, since we have so many questions. How about that?
First one, it's a tiny story. One day we were at the mall, I bought a Full Metal Alchemist t-shirt. That night my friend had a dream that we met you at a convention. I asked you to say something funny. So you asked me what her name was. I told you Emma Zolker. And you said, Emma Zolker is dead sexy in an FMA shirt. I was wondering if you'd be able to say that.
Emma Zolker is dead sexy in a Full Metal Alchemist t-shirt. Is Grace back in the room? She told me that they moved the autograph someplace for right after this panel, so I wanted to let you know where that was. I don't know. You're not Grace. Okay, in the Johnson Ballroom. Do we know where that is? Yeah, me neither. Thank you. Yes.
I want to know, have you used your voice acting skills outside, recording, either for good or evil, like, for example,
Close to evil.
for example, go to a store and you see someone like local on the street, they might not know it's you, and you go up and say, "Is this shirt on sale?" No. Would it be for Edward?
That would be for evil, wouldn't it? You know what? I never have. I'm sorry to say. It sounds like a cool idea, but I've never done that before. No.
What's the most bizarre request you've ever had in your band?
You know what? I hate to keep saying the same stories, but the weirdest thing is still the weirdest thing, right? I know you guys have seen it on the internet, but I'm just going to tell you because it's the truth. One of the strangest requests I ever had was a girl came up to me at a convention in Corpus Christi, and she said, can I lick your hand? I was like, ooh. Oh, sweetheart, no licking of the hand, no. And she starts crying. Can you believe it? She played the tear card, which of course like tears me up. And I'm like, oh God, please stop. Stop crying, please. And so she's like, my friends over there, I told them that you love your fans and you would do anything for them. And I bet them all of my money. And I look over the corner and here's 4 or 5 girls going, so what can I do, right? The pressure was enormous. So I took a deep breath and closed my eyes and went, and she did it. And I ran directly to the bathroom and washed my hands 14 times. Wait, she has a Star Trek question, which means the world stops.
If you could go into the Star Trek verse and into any episode, which episode would you go into?
I mean, if I could like go into there, oh my gosh. That's a tough one because there are just so many. You know what? Okay. I like Mirror Mirror. That was the one where they went into the alternate universe and like Spock had a goatee. Remember that one? And Kirk was wearing that cool gold lame vest and he was all hot. Not really, but it's fun to say. But yeah, I would do that. I would go to that episode. Yes. Trying to spread it out here. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't be offended if I tell you that's a Joe Dirt wig. That is the most awesome Joe Dirt cosplay.
It's Dennis from Kingdom Hearts.
Well, Joe Dirt would be proud. What's your question?
Okay, since you played Tamaki in Orin High School Host Club and Edward in Two Fullmetal Alchemist things, which character is your favorite, Edward or Tommy?
Ooh, don't make me choose, please. Don't make me choose. Here, let me lick your hand. I could never choose. How could you choose? I mean, Edward is awesome, but then Tommy, oh my gosh, I don't know. You know what? Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna say right now, I have played Edward Elric 50, 10, at least 4 times as much as I played Tommy. Think about it, right? Oregon High School, what, 26 episodes? Full Metal, 51, another 64, the movie, the video games, the OVAs. So I played Edward like 4 times as much as I played Tommy. So having said that, it would really be hard for me to ever say that anyone is a more favorite and beloved role to me than Ed. But having said that, I absolutely fell in love with Oregon High School before we even recorded one word. And so when we were recording, I was like soaking it up. I was trying to savor every minute that I could of that show. And I just absolutely love Tommy Keys so much. So it would really be impossible to pick one of those two. Yes, sir. Well, you know what? Did you guys hear that? Yeah. Good acoustics in this room, huh? He said if you could choose any character in an anime that you have not been in, which character would it be in one series? What? will tell you, since you mentioned Keroro, I will tell you a little known fact. Another studio used to have Sergeant Frog, had that license, and I did play Keroro. I was playing him, and we recorded like the first 15 episodes of Sergeant Frog, and then that company lost the license, and Funimation picked it up and basically started all over with new people. So, you know what? I love me some Sergeant Frog. I really was enjoying that show. That's a great show. But Todd's doing a great job with the character. So, let me just say this. I used to answer that question. But what I would never want to happen is for whoever the actor was that actually did play the role, I would never want them to think that I was like slighting them, you know? I would never want them to think that I was kind of implying that I could do a better job or that they didn't do a good job. So I'm not gonna say any shows that I wish I could have done that I didn't get to be in. I will say that